when I think about what Spud does, it's like he just sprinkles this communication magic over everything and creates these opportunities and experiences for people to better connect, better understand each other. I would 100% work with Spud again in the future if I plan another event or have another important speech or talk to give at a conference. In fact, I don't think I would work with anyone else because he gave me such fantastic support and advice. I had the pleasure of working with Spud twice over the last year. The first time was to help me put together a social connection workshop series. So, this was a virtual event bringing together organization leadership, community partners, researchers, clinicians to share information and talk about best practices around social connection and loneliness. It was a big undertaking. When I first approached him, I was feeling pretty overwhelmed with the prospect of how to put together an event like this. I chose Spud because I had been to a couple conferences, in person conferences that he had hosted. And he just had this sparkling energy that really elevated the experience of the conference. He had a way of helping people connect, which I thought was going to be perfect for this social connection workshop series. And when I first got in touch with him, I was definitely feeling anxious, worried, ill prepared. I didn't know what I didn't know, but he very quickly put me at ease. The second time I worked with Spud was just a few months ago. I was asked to do a TED type talk at an innovation conference just recently. So when I approached Spud for help with that TED style talk, I was feeling a little anxious about how to piece together a succinct message in just 7 minutes or so. That was the time frame I had. But I was really confident that he would help arm me with the skills I needed to put together a really effective talk. When I first started meeting with Spud, I felt nervous because I wasn't sure that I was able to fully articulate what my vision in my brain was for this event that we were going to work on together. So I remember one of the first times that we met, he just let me talk and share my vision and my dreams of what I wanted this event to look like. And then the second or third time we met, he came to me with his ideas and kind of took what I had shared and operationalized it into what he was able to help me with. And I remember when he was done talking, we were all on a call. We didn't have our videos on. And one of the first things I said was, Spud, I have huge smiles. I can't stop smiling, because he was able to take my vision and even amplify it even further to create this event where I knew people would have a really powerful experience. So at the end of our time together, I really walked away feeling very, very confident about the event. I felt well prepared and I felt well supported. So I knew he had my back, and I knew if there were any last minute issues that I had, he was right there ready to help me work through them. And at the end of the day, the events that he's helped me with have turned out spectacularly. So I would absolutely work with him again. He creates ways for us to better communicate and represent the messages that we want to send. So when I had this TED style talk to put together, I came to Spud with some ideas of what I wanted to say, and he provided me with some formats of how to kind of frame and storyboard my ideas. And through our few sessions together, he would really just listen for these tiny little sparks within my talks that I didn't even pick up on, but he would kind of pick at it and say, where did this come from? And what does this mean to you? And where can we kind of maybe pull this out a little bit more towards the end of your talk? And that ended up being the magic. And I just never would have put those pieces together on my own without his help. And for the workshop that he helped me put together, he knew what that workshop needed to make sure everyone attending, and it was about 100 people attending this virtual event, he knew what those individuals would need to feel like they walked away from this 4-part workshop series with new information and new connections.